Welcome to Portrait of a Business. I'm your host, Delores Williams. Today we're going to be speaking with Kathy Ireland. Kathy Ireland is a wife, mother, Sunday school teacher, chief designer, and CEO of Kathy Ireland Worldwide. Kathy's mission is finding solutions for families, especially busy moms. Kathy balances her responsibility while leading the brand Forbes, Newsweek, and Wall Street Journal acknowledge as a $1.4 billion design empire. Women's Wear Daily recognizes KIWW as America's 7th most popular in its category. House Beautiful celebrates KIWW as one of the 25 great furniture collections in America. KIWW is the 23rd most powerful licensed brand in the world, according to License Globe magazine. This ranking surpasses Liz Claiborne, Tommy Bahama, and Polo Ralph Lauren. Real solutions are critical because I face a lot of problems. All moms work whether they get paid or not, and we need all the help we can get, says Kathy Ireland, who began her career as a 4-year-old designer selling painted rocks from her wagon. Kathy became a supermodel who morphed into someone the Associated Press calls a best friend of working mothers. Let's head into our interview.
Three careers. You've been a model, film actress, and now designer. What gives? I mean, which one is your favorite or so?
You're very kind, Del. You could hardly call me an actress. I've got the movies to prove that, too.
Yes, I did look at a trailer for Alien for L.A. Alien from L.A.
Oh, gosh, that was an epic, wasn't it?
I looked at it, I was like, wow.
You know, I had a critic write in after that movie came. It was my very first movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was 24 years old, and it was kind of a take on Journey to the Center of the Earth, and my mom actually cried when she saw it. Other people cry for other reasons, but a critic wrote that I had a voice that could kill small animals, and
that slapped him appropriately.
Well, no, I didn't. I was so shy, and I was so hurt and shy. I didn't do anything. And I should have reached out to him. I should have written to him, because now when people criticize me, I do. And sometimes when I write to them, I thank them because they've shared their opinion. Whether or not I agree with it, they've taken the time to share their opinion. And thank you doesn't mean you agree with it. It simply is acknowledging that they've shared something with you. But sometimes what I've learned is that there can be a smidgen of truth to it. And maybe the message was not delivered in an appropriate way. But it is so much more powerful because rejection is something I believe we all experience, whether it's stuff from our childhoods, whether it's stuff we're experiencing currently. But we cannot let rejection make us into a bitter brand. And I do say that we are all our own brands. Yes, we have a brand today, and people might think I'm nuts saying, I'm not a brand, I'm a person. Well, yes, you're a person, but you're also a brand. But the question we've got to ask ourselves is, what kind of a brand are we? Are we innovative? Are we helpful? Are we cheerful? Do we consider showing up 10 minutes early being on time, or are we perpetually late? Are we cranky? Are we negative? Do we bring our personal stuff with us? And if so, we've got to make those changes and do it right away. But that just, when you brought up Alien from L.A., it just brought back memories of criticism, and there was some truth to that. If I don't imagine many people have ever seen that movie, but my voice is very high in the movie. It's very high, and I did some work on it, not just because of that, but I couldn't even order a pizza. They would say, we need to speak to your mom or your dad, and I said, I'm an adult, and I couldn't even get a pizza. So by listening to that criticism, I was able to discern that there was some truth to it, even though it was delivered in a cruel way, and work through it and use it as a gift. And I never, ever would have believed that public speaking would become any part of my life. My former job description, you mentioned modeling, that job description was to shut up and pose. and then the acting, saying I had a voice that could kill small animals. So it's just, life is interesting, and I'm really grateful for the opportunities. And there's so many opportunities out there, but so oftentimes I think we close doors ourselves, and oftentimes it's our own inner critic. I know I've got one, but it's really kind of getting over that, taking our eyes off ourselves, and moving forward with those dreams. Got to have a plan in place and a timetable, but not letting silly things get in our way.
You said once that you have to re-audition every day. What do you mean by that?
Oh, I audition for my job every day. We can never sit back on yesterday's successes. I was just on the road last week and making phone calls, and yes, I like to think that my cell connection wasn't very good and kept cutting out, but I can't live in denial. I know I got hung up on a couple